So from, deputy to the main, and then the others followed suit. So we all thought that it would be someone else. But I guess if that list is really
she's the new among the pack.
Well, I think so. At the moment, for me, that's the surprise for me. But if that's the case, I'm happy. I'm hoping for a day where we're going to get a female majority leader or a female minority leader.
Yeah.
I think it should be in the works. And it breaks my heart because I'm just thinking back. Honorable Adjoa Safo served as a deputy majority leader. And so if she had remained in that position, then this probably could have fallen on her lap. That didn't happen. But whichever way, we're looking forward to who will become the first female majority leader or minority leader. Yeah.
Well, certainly.
We're looking forward to it.
Okay. And for this morning as well, we've had a lot of individuals commenting on the social media trends, especially on X, or formerly known as Twitter. And it's about Hajia for real. And we know that now it's certain, according to the justice system of the United States of America, she's been caught in the web of a romance scam or scheme, so to speak. So $2 million is involved. And apparently, we're told by the legal people that if there is a plea bargain, it also means that some information about other people might have been exchanged, etc. So, and we know that she was a big socialite. We had discussed that case, I remember, in the segment when it happened at the time when she was arrested, when she went to the UK for a concert. And now that she's there. But the bigger conversation on social media is the pressure that is given to young people to be not only exuberant, but live extravagantly, and the show-off that is accompanying that. So the question we want to ask is, Hajia for real's arrest, etc., and then all that show-off that we tend to do on social media, does it put a lot of pressure on young people to be believing, to be achieving more, whilst they know that by their status they need to take it slower than
day at a time?
Yeah, so certainly. So we'll be doing that for this morning segment. So we'll do Johnny's Bites, and then we have the bigger discussion on big issues as well. And then we'll come to, what do you have for the entertainment discussion
So we're
today?
speaking to Juliet Asante this morning, and Juliet Asante has been nominated or appointed, in fact, because we're told this with immediate effect, as the chairperson for the Culture, Arts and Tourism Committee for the 2024 NPP Manifesto Committee. So literally, she's the one spearheading that.
The go-to person.
Yes, exactly. So we want to have a conversation on that. And
is Marco Kriku maintain not part?
Well, I'm surprised that he wasn't the one nominated. But then again, he's still deputy minister.
Yes.
So I guess he may not be able to play the dual role.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm assuming that's probably the reason. I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm even surprised that even when there was a vacancy in the minister designate position, his name
was not
not
pushed up.
Exactly. So we need to get the questions answered. I'm not sure who is willing to give those answers, because we'll have to go to the president to ask those questions. But whichever way, we're speaking to her. We'll be talking about that. And of course, the industry. I mean, she's served or played a major role in the industry in the last couple of years. So we'll have an all-round conversation on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how we can have it. I think the problem with the issue about the sector is what is put in the manifesto doesn't translate always, and it's been the case for a number of years now, into the realities on the ground. I think for the Nanado government, they said they'll build, theatres or entertainment centres across the whole of the regions of Ghana. We don't have, even the National Theatre is crumbling, so to speak, they're struggling, so to speak. But well, we'll see how that goes. So that's the package we have for you. Make sure that you get interactive. We also have the short code *439#, cash out, always available. And Friday is the day you have to make it count. But in the meantime, we have to tell you that we have a segment for you. And it's about social media, the plush, the extravagance, and the pressure that it tends to give, relating it to all the stories about Hajia for real, because she currently is in the trends. Up next.
You're welcome back, and this is TV3 New Day. Again, thank you for joining us. Remember to cash out *439#, select option 2. You have to be a Vodafone subscriber or an MTN subscriber. And so when you dial *439#, you have to follow the prompt and pick your favorite platform and just enter. And obviously, if you're watching us on TV3 at this point, then that should be your favorite platform. So choose option number 2. and just relax. This morning, we're giving out 2,000 Ghana cedis to 2 people. And, 1,000 to how many people? Oh, to 3 people. Okay, 1,000 Ghana cedis. We're spreading it. We're spreading the love. So 1,000 Ghana cedis to 3 people. And you could be that lucky person. This weekend, you're probably thinking of how to chill this weekend or, make your favorite meal as well for the family. So all you have to do is just play the game and you should be fine. So all the best to you. Remember to choose option 2, TV3. But let's go into our this morning conversation. And it says that popular Ghanaian socialite and musician Hajia for Real has agreed to pay over $4 million to the American authorities after pleading guilty in a romance scam case. And it was announced on Wednesday by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. It says that Motoraj pled guilty today to conspiracy to receive stolen money before U.S. Magistrate Judge Sarah L. Cave. And she knowingly received money stolen from older Americans through romance scams and was arrested abroad and now faces serious consequences for her action. We have a caller. Before I get into the rest of the details. Hello? Good morning.
Good morning.
Now I know your voice so well. Mejina. Even if I'm sleeping, I can tell it's you. How are you doing?
I will change the voice next time. You will not see it.
How you good? I don't know. Have you been on for a couple of minutes waiting just to speak to us? Because you seem to always be in our call list. How are you doing?
It's like I'm being addicted to TV3.
We love you for that.
No. I think the question is, how do you get through so quickly?
Yeah.
I told you at the time I won't tell the public because it is my secret.
Yeah, if you do, then the others will try it. True.
Yeah. Nowadays, the northern side, I think they were getting the clue as to how I used to manage to get through. So they were keeping me at the back.
So you've changed the tactics now?
So I've changing my strategies.
Anyway, welcome. What do you make of this situation with Hajia for Real? Pardon me.
You see, me at the time I raised this concern regarding social media. I think if we use it and we fought and we can be sued, in the same vein, when they also don't go by their rules and regulations, we should be able to sue them, the owners of the social media handles. Because it is they are also scamming us. Why do you have to tell me that follow this terms and conditions to use my platform? But when I accept those terms and conditions, at the end of the day, you do discrimination to people who have that opportunity. But I also want to say that we Ghanaians, because of lack of job, lack of employment, causes us, we are very in poverty. So people use all sorts of means, like to make a living. And today, when you go to social media, how we use it, I must be frank, we abuse the usage of social media.
Okay.
Instead of us using the social media handles to give educative information to the public, if it is not for comic relief instances and copying others, you will see us trying to dupe some people. And it is very bad of us. So it is time we learn from this as youth, and also as we go by, use the social media to educate and give proper information to the public.
All right.
And also, those who come out with educative programs, we should watch that one than going for the funny and comic relief issues. And I think when we start following the people who give out the best content, I think that those who are fooling and trying to use foul means to make money on social, they will stop.
All right.
And follow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I mean, I don't side with the fact that you said we should not watch the funny ones or the comic relief ones, because Charlie Ghana is tough. Sometimes you need to laugh a bit. That's why they say Fabian serious. But
thank you, so that we can give some other. And then we have to put the conversation in context.
Yes.
I think Mejina was talking about the good side of the merits and demerits, or advantages and disadvantages. So basically, we're talking about you know, the show off that we tend to have on social media by individuals. And sometimes we always say you see the individual physically and then you relate it to the content that they tend to churn out on social media, and it's not the same. And this one, we're relating it to a story for which we have a verdict of one of our major influencers, and it's Mona Faj Montrach, known to all of us as Hajia for real. And according to the U.S. District Attorney based in New York, Southern District, they do say that she received stolen money from older Americans and just involved in romance schemes, etc. But, you know, the proceeds of millions of dollars of such schemes are used on social media. We had examples of Hash Puppy, etc. So we're talking about that trend, its effect on young people or users and then the general population. What do you make of it?
I have a question, by the way. For some reason, a lot of these people seem to flaunt their wealth heavily on social media. And I've always asked that if you know you're doing something illegal, for which reason the FBI or the security agencies could be tailing you, then why are you even flaunting? Like, shouldn't you be cautious with the way you live lavishly, especially on social media? Because even for Hash Puppy, for example, the reason why they were able to find him was because Fendi had celebrated him. So there was a big cake, it went viral. And so when one guy snitched, well, the guy didn't snitch, but when they discovered that he was connected to the guy, they went to check and they realized Fendi had given him a gift, so he was buying a lot, and that's how they got his details.
Through his email, etc.
Yeah, so it's so easy for them to track you based on what you post on social media.
Silent and enjoy your wealth?
I'm not saying that, you know, it's even right, but even if you're doing something illegal, for which reason you could be arrested,
I mean,
why are you all over the place? You know, but anyway, hello, good morning. Good morning, People's Lover. People's Lover, are you there? Oh, I'm so sorry, but please call us and share your thoughts with us.
It's a good point you have, though, but at the end of the day, sometimes they have to create a certain make-believe. Because people in the society know you, they know how all of a sudden you've come into wealth.
Which is why they'll question you. Anna, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
God bless you.
All right. So are you also facing this level of pressure on social media based on what you see?
I don't even know what to say. And you know what? I sometimes ask myself, those people in control of social media, Facebook and other stuff, how do they check whether everybody that posting something there is the right person? Because as soon as you are putting something there or you have created a platform, you have to know that there's fraud people and other people who will also come in. So you should at least monitor. Sometimes when you go to social media, you find this social and so loan and then whatever, and they'll put their phone mobile numbers and other things that you can. Even the security institution can follow and get some of them that they will not do. So when you yourself, you also use yourself small, you fall as a victim. So I don't know the kind of monitoring they do on that social media, whoever putting something there or whoever using it, how they use it. I don't know. And my sister Hajia, for although she's not my friend, but as she's a Ghanaian, it affected me too as well.
Of course.
So praying to God that God Almighty should help him to come out of this.
All right.
Thank you.
I have this one from Frank Addo, who is watching us from the UK, and says that Hajia for real just wants the case to end to gain her freedom as soon as possible. Until you are in such a situation, you will never appreciate freedom. I wish her well, and this should also be a lesson. No one is innocent out there, but let's be more cautious when doing some of these things. There are always consequences for every decision we take. Yeah, so it's a blessed Friday to you as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Good morning, Roland.
Morning.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Godwin, speaking from Legon Hills.
Speak to us. We're listening.
So this Hajia for real issue, I'll blame it on the security agencies in Ghana.
Why then?
They are doing their work, and we don't see what they are doing. I don't know if I'm making sense. But listen, these guys and girls put their money and then their properties, whatever they thought they own on social media. Where I live at East Legon Hills, there's a small boy building, putting up a mansion, very big one. And you ask yourself, where did this guy get the money from? Where do they make their money? And the kind of cars they come around with their friends. I sit to my home and I look at it, I was like, what? Am I not working at all? And I see this guy, I'm older than the guy.
Yeah.
You know, so our security agencies should beef up and then track these things. This lady that we're talking about now, she has been posting, what work does she do? We need to check how much, how much do musicians make from music?
I mean, she only became a musician much later.
Say that again?
She only became a musician much later, but even before that, we had seen some extravagance from her side on social media.
Yes, we do see those things. That's something that our security agencies
they need to work. Okay.
Work.
Yeah.
Track them, know what they do.
Yeah.
If I know what you do, I know what Roland do.
Thank you very much. I think what he's trying to say is tracking
their expenditure.
Unexplained wealth.
Exactly. Which is something that we've all been
it doesn't only
asking
go
for.
to individuals, though. It can be politicians or anybody.
That's what I was going to say, that for a lot of politicians, suddenly they become rich and you're wondering how they're able to make so much money within a short period. Who is checking to make sure that we know where they're all getting
so rich?
But earlier, the other caller had said that, you know, all these social media platforms need to monitor what we post on social media. Let me just put some figures out there. As it stands now, 61% of the world's population is on social media. So that's 4.95 billion of us use social media. Facebook alone is 3.5 billion as well. So imagine if they have to track. Of course, they do have to track, but can they track everybody based on what they post to determine if, you know, their wealth is
I'm not sure they're
genuine?
able to, but they track as many
so.
people as possible.
Yeah, because
you just have to look at the U.S. Senate hearings of the owners of social media managers. Yeah. But we do have a caller.
Oh, we do. Hello, good morning. Bernard.
Yeah, good morning. Please.
Thank you for joining us. Talk to us.
Yeah.
Are you under pressure?
Yeah, no, I get you from that place.
Oh, what I mean by the pressure is from what's happening on social media.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we don't blame the youth. We blame the politicians because they are the one who flash the money on the social media for us to see. You know, it's very pathetic. You see a young boy like 18 years, don't have anything doing. Maybe in 2-3 months, you see the boy driving a classic Benz. Where did he get the money from? It's sometimes to influence the youth in the area. Oh, my guy has got this Mercedes Benz, so let me go for some. You understand? And see the incident at Kaswa.
Yeah.
Killing a small young boy to get money. So all is pathetic, you know. So you people should talk about it for us. Because it's killing us. It's killing us. And mostly, if even the youth don't want to do something, because if they do something, they are not going to pay maybe 2,000 or 3,000 a month. They are going to pay maybe 700 cedi a month, and it's very bad. So if you watch those kind of things, it's not going to be easy for the brother to, I will sit down and work for a month getting 1,000 cedis.
Yeah.
How much will you give the mother, the father, and the siblings? You know, African family is like, you are taking care of your mom, your siblings and stuff, you know. So please, we beg you people, you should try and do something about it for us.
All right.
Mostly if the politicians come there, just tell them and say that what they are doing is very bad.
All right. Thank you, Bernard.
So I have this one from Money who says, good morning to Roland and Bella. I don't envy everyone, so for me, I don't have to see what is on social media to get influence. And then Chief Mante in Akosombo says, this is a clear indication of the deterioration of values in our society. We have young people who want to get rich very fast instead of trying to learn the ropes to make sure they are successful. And Sonny Kwashi says, we find ourselves in a world where everything is thrown to the dogs, and we glorify wealth no matter the source. Yeah. All right.
Interesting. Anyway, so the issue about, you know, pressure being on young people as well, because in this part of the world, the pressure from family is also another for many young people, they literally are the light and shining armor of the family. So they are the breadwinners. They have to go out there, find a way to make money and take care of everybody. And so it makes it very difficult for them because if you're, like the guy said, if you're earning 1,000 Ghana cedis, you have to think of what you give your mother, your father, your siblings. Some are paying school fees with 1,000 Ghana cedis and 500 Ghana cedis salary every month. How are they expected to survive?
Yeah.
You know, so that also puts some pressure on them to try and figure out the best way possible to raise money.
I agree with you.
You know?
I agree with you.
And that's another aspect that we also need to look at. I don't know how we can fix that problem because when you come from a family that doesn't have much.
No, I think how we can fix that problem is to make sure we have equitable distribution of resources. And that goes with the political leadership because they are in charge of the resources, how policy is implemented to make sure. For example, the latest report is indicating from the Statistical Service we have 1.8 million productive people who are out of job. Not even those who are being underemployed. Guy G, for example, Guy G Cantonment Accra, very much used to the system in the US, says social media has now become a significant source of information for US law enforcement and intelligence agencies. So he continues, the Department of Homeland Security, for example, the FBI and the State Department are among the many federal agencies that are routinely monitoring social media platforms for purposes ranging from conducting investigations to identifying threats to screening travelers and immigrants. So if you mess up, they'll track you. And then he continues by saying that they don't only track you, they wait for a very long time in tracking you and make sure they get a lot of suspected people in the web. Yeah, so what Gaji is trying to say is that Hajia for real, by this time we've tracked some other people.
They already knew who and who were guilty.
Yeah, so I'm sure by this time some people will not be traveling to the US for some time.
It's not even about traveling, it's about laying low even in your own country.
Yeah,
because
I think you make sense
traveling,
for a lot of the times. If you know you have wealth ill-gotten,
why are you flaunting it on social media? Who are you impressing?
Yeah, and there are many biggies like that in town, you know. Yeah.
Lay low, but we're not saying that to get the money illegally. So don't even think about that.
Well, if you get the money illegally too.
That's what I'm saying, that we're not encouraging people to get money illegally. But if you know you're doing that, what's the pressure? Who is chasing you?
Who they give you pressure?
You know? Anyway, let's go to Johnny's Bite now. And I'm eager to hear what Lawyer Jantua has to say about this matter. He's been pensive for the last 20 minutes or so. We'll be back with a big issue.